so that's all done. And this I really like. He is actually converting the land. I was a little worried that he wouldn't because he has tolerance of heathens, but I guess his tolerance of heathens isn't positive, is it? No, it's not. What a tragedy. Oh, I got the double heir. And who's it gonna be? I think it's gonna be 9. Yes. Younger. Better. More aggressive. Welcome, 9. You are the true heir to the throne. Things, it's just strange o'clock here today. Speaking of strange, how often do you see AI France as the Emperor of the HRE? I would say very not often. Did they just annex the Palatinate or something? Okay. Things are getting risky in the world. I need to convert this, but I can't because it was recently converted itself. Okay. Well, it's not a problem. It's also not even a province we care about. Gives us almost nothing. Does Ainu have glorious correct dynasty yet? It doesn't really matter. I could place him on the throne, but that's not going to benefit me in the long term. They'll come to understand how good it is being my subject soon enough. What I would really like is Brunei to finish off their espionage ideas. It only costs dip, which they have no use for, and then they can start colonizing for me. It's a shame because I'll have to pay for integrating those cores, but... oh, that's also a shame. He can just take that. Does he want it though? Because that would be pretty nice to get rid of it. Actually, that's also not good because I wouldn't lose my core on it. Let's not worry about the small stuff there then. Cochin, I have you completely blockaded. Why don't you just give up? It'll be good for you. Europe is a very silly place in this this campaign. Excellent shipwrights, because I need that naval leader maneuver. 1 shock, 1 fire, 2 maneuver minimum. Add to that the very large naval tradition I have, and everything's coming up for us. As we learned from Genoa, the more ships you have blockading, but protecting trade relative to your force limit, the more naval tradition you get. The trick is to go massively over your naval force limit. Tricky thing for me is that I need to rely on a lot of heavies, so that won't help us out 100% around here. Or even a little percent. Okay, so this is fun and all. Pro tip, it is not fun. But I want this land off of you so I can get some more autonomy ticked down. And that just can't be bad. If only I could tech up and dip right now. Perhaps I shouldn't have been so quick to throw it all onto my naval ideas. I just really want the repairing in coastal sea zones part. Because it's the greatest idea there is. Yeah, I should probably slow down in ideas overall. But once this is done, well, there's Japan to mop up. That truce won't last forever, but I don't think my subjects are. No, my subjects are claiming. That's good. We'll be getting claims galore for Brunei then. Perhaps I really should be claiming Japan's land myself and just passing the buck. Ainu like me as much as they possibly could, and I don't think they're about to get support from anybody. I like having high prestige, so I'm not about to placate them myself. Blockade efficiency way back used to give you more money. I don't think it does that anymore, but I will find out. How much money do I get from blockades, though? That's not looting, that's blockading. Wait, Siam? Oh wait, no, that's me pirating Siam, which isn't really giving me much, but it does give me power projection, which is fairly important. Hi Jake, first time catching you live. It's kind of comforting that there are almost always people coming in saying that. Ming, I suspect, will be my next rival. There's no one else that makes that much sense unless Japan is still large enough to be. Good part about playing very hard mode, really, the enemies stay strong enough for them to be able to be your rival for so long. And spy network construction is actually really handy, just not for 5 years. Conquer Al-Qaeda. No, none of this. Did you already colonize St. Helena and the Falklands, etc.? Wish I could, but I can't. I wonder if South Georgia is within my reach, though. It is not, but it's also not too far away. That'll give me a nice bit of range to other things. Is that colonized? Good heavens, Castile is coming from the other side. It's going to be quite a battle for a lot of these, and I'm going to wish I had religious ideas, but I don't. Not worry about it. I might keep Brunei around, or Ainu around, for longer than initially planned due to that. Since they both have religious ideas and they can convert for me. But I love Ainu. I love them more than I love Brunei. Check that flag. Brunei does not have any class here. Ming actually giving up on a fight with Buryatia. I do wonder why. Okay, I can finally make peace with you. Why settle for less, though? I mean, I'm making money out of this war. Are you? They are not. Of course, if I pieced out your allies, I'd have higher war score. And your allies don't want to be in this forever, especially not Cochin, since they are heavily under blockade. Andhra, less so. But I could probably deal with Andhra if I brought in more of my boats to blockade them. Just don't want to since they still... Oh! Brunei's on blockade duty. That's very nice of them. I probably really should get this, but... Oh, this is good news. Portugal are continuing to colonize this instead of carrying on over to these deliciously rich islands. Perhaps because they don't have range, perhaps because they just want to taunt me. Either way, I'll just count my lucky stars. The development in Australia surprises me with how not garbage it is. I expected it to be a lot worse. We do not have Australians on the team. Not as far as I'm aware, though. That'd be scary. So can't put it down to that, like we can put down all these Scottish hand-holding. You know, once this is up, there won't be that many islands left for me to take around here. Malindi still have Zanzibar, which I really do want. It's the right religion, and that would mean invading over here. They are out-teched by us. So I could go to Marvi and say, give me Mozambique. But, truth be told, I'm actually going to war over Zanzibar. Fort-wise, we should be able to just walk all over them. But Marvi and Malindi probably boast a rather large army. Let's get some numbers on that. Marvi and Malindi. 52? Oh, it's Maravi. Aye, 52 and Malindi. Not so much, still 36 though. And Zanzibar is not... it wouldn't be too tricky for us to take. Nothing I'm too concerned about right now, though. There is still plenty of the game left to go. Jake, do you consider the idea of going over the colonist limit? It would cost me a lot of money, and I don't like spending lots of money. I'd rather save up a bit. Especially when things like this come along. I'll just have a little celebration, thanks. Get back to it, France. I want your technology. So I doubt you're going to be getting out of this war. I have a feeling that I would lose war score by piecing out Cochin. but I would also make money piecing out Cochin. A lot of money piecing out Cochin, so thank you. Goes from 38 to 37, worth it for that money. And it also frees up some boats, I believe. I would still like to have more out of you, Andra. Piecing out Rewa would make things easier, though. It would free up a lot more of my boats. And I'm a few months away from that. I'd get more out of Andra if I had the blockades for it. I don't have any war score to be taking you down, so I'll just white piece you out when I can. No, Vijayanagara. I'm taking it all. It's kind of relaxing when you're not just being beaten over the head constantly by the white elephant. I like that we have Lagor here as kind of a demilitarized zone. Keeps the bulk of them away from here. If they do declare war on me, I am ripping Malacca out of them. I might rip Malacca out of them anyway. Still, they have a lot of friends there. They can't cross over to beat me, but still. Alright, Rewa Kantha wants out. I can't take anything, so I may as well graciously accept their white peace. I would still like to keep this place a little bit defended, but I'm taking my heavies back. And all of you. And you're going to make your way over to Vani, from where you'll get new instructions. I don't mind if you take a bit of a wonky route. I have so many sailors. I could practically be getting Sailor Mon with this if I'd chosen to go as Pegu. And thanks for pointing out my free colon. I do so often forget them. How about I get something that's worth a reasonable chunk of money this time? This is nice, but maybe we have a mission. No, we do not. Champur. Yes. Yes, we should. I won't do it just now. I'll probably forget, but... that is all nice and well, but Tondo is even better, and even better than that is whatever you're called, so I want that 13 development, please. And who is it? It's you. Get. So boats are on their way. Conversion of Cogwall still can't be done. Get those shipyards pumping lights to keep that money down, Jake. I would be happy with more lights, wouldn't I? But do I want to hold off for a new tech? Because we get early frigates at 15. They can't be that good. The other ones will serve me just as well. Okay, so I've got all of you. I'll give you one more month to tick up, and then we are going to put Andra under full blockade. Man, it must really suck to be Andra. Almost as much as it sucks to be Vijayanagar. They had very few battles and they lost them. What is this? Okay, that's nothing important. Don't get a lot of war score from these naval battles, which is a bit of a shame, but little I can do about that. So, Kaching and... there we go. 14% war score off of you is enough to get not much money. But I certainly couldn't be demanding land from you, and I don't want to, so I'll just take it. And we keep the 42 war score with Vijayanagar. What a terrible fate being them. We'll take what we can, and then we're out of here. Jake, no blockade on the Konkan coast. It's outside of my range, which is tragic. There are no islands I could take which would give me the range on that, unless somehow this is closer than this. Which might be the case. We'll find out soon enough once we get it cored up. So I'm taking your money, I'm taking your land. I would love to humiliate you, but that would probably be more than I can get. Yeah, quite a bit more. But I'm taking the war reparations because you are rich. Things I could almost make you break up with somebody else as well, but your alliance network does not bother me. You're going to turn on each other soon enough, I can feel it. All these militarist states wouldn't be so together for so long. There's a temptation to release Ceylon and give this to them, but why bother? There's another, even bigger temptation to give Candy to Ainu, but I strongly suspect that's too far away for them to core. Strongly suspect. Yeah, there's no point in risking it, because they'll just turn around and say, can't take that. So I'll just take it for myself. It's going to be hell on high water to convert, but that's alright. Surely with all this money, Jake can build a larger army. It doesn't matter all that much, because my army is made of wet paper towels. They're pathetic. So, gonna core it all up. I can't remember if it's already a state of mine or no, it is not. And then it's just a case of gather up the navy and think what to do with them. I'm happy enough leaving you guys to defend this. Alright, Qatar has got to go. It was nice having you, but you're going to Hassa. Interesting, but I don't want it. Maybe I could sell it. I mean, Naj probably want it, right? I need to wait a bit on that anyway. Gives me a chance to get all my boats together. Or did I even give them a command? Wouldn't be surprised if I didn't. I'll get you over there. Can I interest you in that? No, I can't. You're at war. Is anybody interested in this? Guess not. Well, don't care. They really want it. Unbelievable. Man, can barely give this stuff away. Okay. There we go. That should hopefully get rid of my core on it as well. Good. Yeah, not so good. We're not having the Timurids on our side. I was scared of you for too long. So we still have the blockading going on there. I don't think anybody is getting in the way of our Malaccan profits, although I will probably send some more people over there to take it. Alright, so what do I have? 50 of you. I'm going to have half of you. No, not hunt pirates. That's the opposite of what I want. I want you to privateer here. The other 25 of you should go and protect trade and merge up with the other Malaccan ships there. And the whole rest of you, well, now I pretty much need 10,000 of my heavies to guard this spot. Maybe 12 is a better number. And then the whole rest of you, I don't even know. Get back to New Hormuz as I think what to do. We've got a good chunk of manpower, and I completely forgot about that colony, didn't I? Oh well, get down there, just kill some natives on the way, I don't mind. Inquisitor's finally dead. Bit of a shame, really. I want all of you. The Ulema have too much influence over me, so I can't really risk giving them more. The Merchant Guilds still hate my guts, but there's nothing new there. Prestige, money, or losing inflation. But you're super expensive. I think I'll go with making a bit of money. The fort at Kotte is a little surplus to requirements. I'll just have you hanging out in Vani. And a decent amount of power projection. I could have more if I had the right number of rivals. Ming, Rewa, Great Britain. GB is somebody I'm going to come to blows with sooner or later. But Ming are here right now, and I can ruin their day with privateers. Ming are here right now. And I do like ruining people's days. But I won't be fighting them for land very often. And they are neutral towards me. Oh, they already re-allied with Ayutthaya. So I'm going to be at war with them. Well, sometimes my hand is forced. Still, I'm going to want to privateer them as well. Guess I need more lights. Ming is doing very stable, but they almost always will be on very hard mode. They get a huge reduction to unrest. They're not going to have revolts popping up and destroying their country. Speaking of destroying countries, I would love to take care of Japan sooner or later. Is there anywhere that you haven't claimed that I think you should? The answer is Awa. Not that great, but it deserves to be yours. So I go Brunei, have this claim. It's in Awa. Glorious. Little disappointed in you, you're not claiming anything. Despite being... oh, I see, you're a diplomat. Oh, good for you. Okay, I think I will placate that just once. Bring it down a touch. Oh, I'm being reminded to embargo Ming, which is a great point. And something I forget and forget often. So, great. Great to make a bit of extra power projection. I could well insult Ming to get more as well. Because I'm such a nice guy diplomatically. They appear to be quite upset, you don't say. Okay, the question is to where do we go now? The Asian islands that I still need to pick up from other nations are slimming down a bit. I need a couple of islands from Korea, a couple of provinces from Ming, and, well, call me blind, but I don't see any others. I'm just glad the Europeans aren't showing up to colonize my islands just yet. Thing is, even if I took the islands away from them, they would only have territorial cores. I don't think they're fully coring any of these lands because they just want to make them into trade provinces. So for me to westernize, it's going to be tricky. And I do want to westernize. Got a pretty good bit of spying on France done. I think I might just want to tech up now. Yeah, because corruption is costing me there. I got nothing to sink my military points on until I get aristocratic. Innovative was actually a poor choice at this moment since I do need to focus on teching. And that's an even poorer choice. I should be getting the tech cost reduction. Oh well, what is one of my campaigns without a myriad of poor choices? 848, sure. It'll take a while, but I do need some troops over to police the candy. I'll need an inquisitor, the clergy, high piety. That's what I need to convert candy. Jake, Portugal have Goa. They'll come for your island soon. This is true. Goa is significantly closer than that, isn't it? Mission Conquer Cuta. Because that'll serve them well. I only hope they get bogged down over here. That or Aragon or the Great Leon come knocking. Morocco, Holland, Mali and Haiti, all enemies of you. Jinx, Haiti existing right now. What's the world coming to? Jake, you still have Oceania, Cook's Islands and Tahiti and Hawaii. Yeah, there's a lot of islands that I need to get. But those are just ones that I'm colonizing or will have to forcibly take from people that are already settled there. I don't think we're going to be talking about just a few people rising up in Ceylon, though. I do need a larger army to be prepared for this. Alright, that's just pathetic natives that I shoot to death. Then again, my morale doesn't look too good dealing with those guys. Perhaps I would do well to pay my units just a little bit more. And we'll get get Cogwall converted to the one true faith. Thankfully these ones won't take very long. Unfortunately I only have the one missionary, which is why Japan is getting divided between my vassals here. Just makes life easier for me. I don't need you guys here until it's time to fight Japan, but the time to fight Japan is only 4 years away. I can't think of anybody else I'm going to be fighting up to then, other than some pathetic little natives. 12, 4, 12. I should probably standardize these a bit better. I like having standard-sized armies. Doesn't work so well in multiplayer during all the chaos, but can't have everything. I can, however, have the scientific revolution. I should have gotten that a while back. Jake, your mission is to make Champura like you. I'm glad somebody remembered that. So how do I do that? With insults, right? Nice part about only taking islands really limits my power. I do not have an all-court curb-stomping army. At least not yet. Once I lose my eclipsing, insulting, conquering, I'm still going to be at lower power projection than I really need. Excellent indeed. Alright, let's get the good development. Keep it out of Portuguese hands. I need to take Tondo as well because it's a really good province and it's in an area that I've already stated. I'm a while away from getting more states. Is Fernando Po colonized? If not, could you westernize off of that? Double no. Even if I took it, I wouldn't be able to westernize. I wouldn't have a border with anything from there. It's difficult to think of where I can take and be able to westernize from. I mean, the Caribbean would work for me in that regard, but I'd need a stepping stone over there. Ooh, this could work, though. Do I have the range to get here? Because it looks like soon there's going to be some lovely western nations over here. It is outside of my range, but Aleut is not. That's a bit overkill, though. Roman fever, I'll take it. What even is Roman fever? Ah yes, I should probably be somewhat prepared for the Ceylon people that are rising up now. You guys, you like some fun, right? Go over to Cotton Candy and deal with that. Wait, what? Oh, right. Try to pay a bit of attention, Jake. Can you take Trinidad westernized from French? Yes, yes I could, but I'd have to take it and it's way outside of my range anyway. Right, I need Japan to hit Tech 12. They have, so I'm pretty sure they should be teaching us how to have even better tea and coffee. That's very nice. Where's the tea? There should be like a Japanese tea culture event that boosts the price of tea. Oh man, that is some mighty, mighty thunder outside. I love it. I hope you can hear it because it's just good. Okay, I am blind. Where in the world? Where in the world is the tea? Here we go. Still only 3 ducats. The way of tea and sugar. Okay, so maybe it already fired and I'm just even blinder than I thought. And let's actually be ready for these guys rising up. I'll hold off in here though, because, well, because I can. If they rose up here, then it doesn't matter, it's grasslands, but if they rose up in either of these, then I would quite like to have the defensive bonus. Jake, that's just Thor being angry at you for following the wrong god. Well, give it your A game. Ah yes, I've got my extra boats as well. Where should I be making more money? I could reinforce there, or